Hello, friends. Healing Grasshopper here to do a pick a card reading for you. And the question is, what are the good things coming to you? So we've got three piles. We've got one sodalite, two pyrite, three Herkimer diamond. So you can choose the one or ones, could be more than one that resonate with you the most. If there are more than one, choose the one that resonates with you strongest and listen to that one last because that is the strongest message and it'll stick with you better if you listen to it last. Okay, I will give you a moment to choose now. Enjoy. So, for those of you who chose pile number one, sodalite, we have opportunity, awesome, and worry. Okay, so let's see what tarot says. Oops. You almost dropped the whole deck on the floor. Let's get a sip of water. Okay, so let's see what tarot tells us. So this contrast of opportunity versus worry, spirit is turning me toward an incident in my own life where I was really worried about something. I'm not going to get into detail about it, and it happened somewhat recently and somewhat happening to me still in a way, but I'm not quite as worried as I was before um, about something, and it really felt like I didn't see any way out of it. I didn't see any way that it was going to improve. Is more what I was trying to say. Um, but I got a call that changed everything. Um, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Before that, I was doing readings for myself, and I was communicating with my pendulum, and spirit was like, it's going to be okay, it's going to be all right, it's going to work out. And I was like, I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see it, you know. Just because I'm a reader and I'm always giving advice, guys, does not mean like I'm always trusting in spirit all the time. I doubt spirit too sometimes, and spirit's always right time and time again. Anyway, how does that apply to you? There are times when things can be so overwhelming that we don't see any way out of it. We don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, no idea how things can improve. But Spirit is saying you do have an opportunity coming. And I'm guessing that this is financial. Some of you might have lost jobs. Um, by the way, you know what? I have a second channel that I just started. It's called the Astral Intelligence Network, um, and it's about job loss. There are two of my first two videos about job loss. Um, have a look at those because they're pretty comforting. There's something about the algorithm that doesn't seem to like that subject, and I really feel like it hasn't put out my video because it doesn't like for us to talk about job loss. But oddly enough, it's okay to talk about layoffs because I saw some videos about layoffs that are doing pretty well, but then all the job loss ones not doing well. It's weird. Anyway, so go have a look at that if you're interested. Anyway, some of you have lost your jobs. Others of you um, are having. If you haven't lost your job, it has to do with some kind of financial deficit that's really has you worried. Maybe there's like an unexpected expense that's been laid in your lap and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to pay this? But, or you're looking for work and you haven't found anything yet. I really feel that despair. Look at the devil reversed. Glad to see him there, actually. Okay. Ace of Pentacles is in the center. Fantastic. Okay, so the devil reversed points to exactly what I was talking about. Things seeming worse than they are, and you feeling that you're stuck in a situation that you're not really stuck in. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard readers talk before about the two people here and how they have these loose chains around their neck and how they can easily just lift it off and that kind of thing, which is absolutely true for the devil. But um it's not quite as simple for you in this context. It's just simply means that the situation looks worse than it is. It's bad, but it's about to be fixed. You don't see it yet, but it will be. And how do we know? Because Spirit told us in the very beginning opportunity here. And look at this. We've got Ace of Pentacles here in the center of the reading. Ace of Swords is the notion of the Ace of Pentacles. At some point, you're going to get some kind of idea or something's going to come to you in your mind where you're like, oh, I know what I can do, or I know who I can call. Oh, I forgot this contact. This person told me to call them if I needed a job or something like that. It's going to come to mind where, you're going to get a light bulb on top of your head. And it's about an opportunity. Ace of Pentacles is, if you were to choose one word for Ace of Pentacles, it would be opportunity. Opportunity for material gain. Two more, please, Spirit. Justice. I have a feeling this is ours too. Oh, we got another one too. This one? Oh no. Okay, I was wrong. Justice is next, though, right? Is this our last card over here? No. This is our outcome card. Okay, one more card. So justice is telling us again that things will work out. The things that seem like they're, upside down, inside out, it's going to work out. It's going to right itself. Okay. You've got Four of Cups. Wow, Four of Cups has really come out quite a bit lately. Um, there is let's see what the outcome is. Five of Cups reversed? No, it's upright. Okay, so Four of Cups and Five of Cups too. They're very similar energies where both of them are really focusing on the wrong thing. Four of Cups has just had it in a general bad mood and is not able to be consoled in any way. They're just like, arms crossed, having a full on pouting session. When over here, Five of Cups is more, focusing on loss. While, there are two cups, there's opportunity behind him that he's either ignoring or not aware of yet. Um, and Four of Cups, look at all these upright cups that are here that are being ignored. Um, So let's see. Before we see anything else, let's see what the clarification gives us. High Priestess, intuition. Okay. So this is time to quiet your mind. This guy sitting under this tree with his arms crossed should be meditating and connecting to spirit, not pouting. And then he might see the value in that cup being handed to him. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. Okay, so here comes the help here, Ace of Wands, right next to the Ace of Pentacles. This is spirit handing you an opportunity. Ace of Pentacles in you seeing the value, and Ace of Wands, you really understanding how to obtain it. Knight of Cups over here, facing the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, is about you being inspired to reach for this. You know, this is this is you after you finally um, decide to receive the cup from the Four of Cups. You hop on your horse and you get going. You know, what else we got, Spirit? What else we got? Well, okay, yes, both of these. No, just the top card. We've got Two of Wands. We've got Ace of Wands, and then we progress to Two of Wands. Two of Wands is after you've chosen to take this wand and you are really thinking about what you're going to do with this wand. This is a progression of inspiration here. What else we got, Spirit? By the way, my eyes keep going to the worry card, and it has, it gives off like this solitary energy. Like you feel like you're alone in this, and it's scary and that kind of thing. I have to tell you, you are not the only one. There are a lot of people going through this same feeling in whatever matter that's particular to that person. Like, not everyone's going through exactly the same thing, exactly a job loss, exactly a big bill, a surprise bill, exactly a death in the family, that whatever. It's not, everyone's not going through exactly the same thing, but the collective seems to be going through things that make them feel like they're overwhelmed and they're alone. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to overcome this? Eh, What did I just what did I just say? There it is. Listen, guys. Nine of Swords is worry. It's the worry card. Reversed? No, it's upright. It's the worry card. This is sitting up at night like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? You're going to get through it. Listen, this is how you're going to get through it. After you get through with this reading, you're going to have some quiet time. Maybe you can go listen to that video. But go have some quiet time with yourself. Ask some questions. God, universe, spirit guides, whoever you want to talk to. Help me. I feel really alone here. Help me to feel like I'm not alone in this. Let's just start with that. It'll come. You're going to get a phone call, or a friend's going to come to your house. Something's going to happen where you're going to be like, wow, my question has been answered already. It's going to come. Like, I really need some help, guardians. I feel alone and I really need to know that I'm not alone. And how do I deal with this? Five of Swords. Reversed. Reversed. Five of Swords reversed. Okay. Let's have. Ooh, we've got the world. Okay. Okay. Let's have one more at least. I didn't see the Five of Swords coming, I tell you that. So some of you are coming out of things where you feel like you've been wronged and you're like, why did this happen to me? Like, I'm a good person. Why did this person why was this person allowed to get over on me the way they did? And there's the justice card too. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it, not even when the justice card came out. One more, please, Spirit. Yeah, the deck is certainly tight now. Nine of Wands reversed? Not reversed. Okay. This is the sick and tired, fed up card. Um, Look, you feel like you've been doing everything you can to move ahead in life. And yeah, a scenario in my own life came up with spirit too, but yeah, I don't feel comfortable sharing that. I'm sorry. Um, but this is how I can convey it though. You're going along your merry way in your life. And even probably proud of yourself and inspired and really enjoying yourself, not necessarily, but minding your own business and going about your life. And someone comes along and swipes it from you, or it does something that really halts your life. And there's this feeling of, why did this happen to me? And this isn't fair to me. And then this person seems to get off like scot free, like not necessarily scot free, but whatever happens to them doesn't seem to to fit the crime, so to speak. And, they're like, haha, they got one over on you. Or at least that's the way you feel, if I'm making sense here. So, Spirit is saying, don't focus on that. And we talk about that a lot on this channel, where when people feel wronged, you do not want to focus on this other person that wronged you, which is easier said than done because that's where your mind will naturally go. But I just realized I forgot my gratitude candle here. Let's not forget gratitude. Um, don't focus on this person. You're going to let the universe take care of this person, right? Their karma will come to them and your blessings will come to you. Focus on your blessings. Focus on course correcting, getting back on track because what you desire in life is destined for you. Don't let this person derail you. The world says it all in this reading. This is coming through a portal here. And the world also talks about justice, believe it or not, because all these, if you know the background biblical story, this is the ophonym here. But this really talks about if you were to interpret this here, these characters here, it really means God sees everything. God is always watching, always. Okay? Watching what they did to you and watching as you emerge from it and move towards your glow up. That's you coming through the portal there in the world. The universe has something wonderful for you. You've just got to untether yourself from this devil that you think you're tethered to, which is what? Negative thinking. Okay? I think that's the reading, guys. Yeah, no other cards. All right. I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. I'll be there answering every single one. I love engaging with you guys in the comment section. Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs and it's slowed down quite a bit. It's driving me nuts. So, every single sub means the world to me. So thank you in advance. I do monthly readings. Those of you who are new, thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying till the end. Um, I do zodiac readings every month. So I would have a look at your sun sign reading, but also your sun, moon, and rising sign too. If you don't know what those are, you can easily look them up for free. You can Google calculate my rising sign, moon sign, whatever, right? You go onto one of those websites and for free you put in your um, birthday and your time of birth, and it'll calculate it for you. Find out what those readings, those signs are, and then you come back to this channel and have a look at the corresponding sign because there are messages for you there. Okay? So I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile number 2, pyrite, we have stillness, patience, and a message from the universe, um, which is the journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. Okay? Which goes very well with stillness and patience. It's a beautiful message. King of Wands. Okay. So right away, King of Wands is my entrepreneur card. So I am speaking to people who have ventured out and tried something new and started a business and that kind of thing. Um, I feel something else trying to come through, but I don't quite hear it. What else we got? What else we got here? We need four more cards, please. Listen, I can tell you, starting a new business is not easy. It's difficult. You feel like you're doing all the right things and you're putting in the effort and the time and everything, and it still doesn't seem like it's picking up. You feel like you're in quicksands. I know what that feels like, guys. And not only do I know what that feels like, I'm somewhat going through it right now. I just emerged from uh, a rest that I took 6 months. I walked away from YouTube because I was frustrated that I wasn't getting anywhere. But then finally I realized, you know what? Focus on the people who are watching and don't worry about the people who aren't watching and that kind of thing. How does that apply to you? Well, you may be, let's say, selling a product you believe in or whatever. Spirit does believe in it too, but our paths aren't always direct. They're kind of meandering paths that we go on. We have ups and downs. Um, Ten of Wands is our next card. Yeah, see? This is you, like, you're exhausted, right? But this is the Ten of Wands. It's a completion card. So it's talking about you being where you need to be. And see how he's burdened here? He can't quite see that he's almost there to the castle here where there's a banquet waiting for him. Right now he's very much focused on the weight of all of these wands that he's carrying. And each of these wands are a task or a worry or, something that he's dealing with in his life. High Priestess reversed? No, it's upright. Okay, in the center. So, High Priestess in the center of the reading is talking about your connection, your intuition, your connection with spirit. And that's what the patience and the stillness here is talking about, right? Especially the stillness. And I know that you're listening to this reading, right? So there you have to have some kind of spiritual awareness, spiritual connection. Um, so that's good. That's a good thing. But spirit is asking you to trust and to check in with spirit more often. Six of Swords. Yeah, this is yes. Eight of Pentacles is about you really focusing. Look, what I feel your attitude is right now is a good one. Like up until now, I've been really enthusiastic and believing in my potential and feeling spirit behind me, but Suddenly something's happened that's making you doubt that now and making you feel like wounded in some way, like you've had a setback. Things aren't quite happening the way you would like them to. Let's have one more, please, Claire. Yeah, see, the journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately. Yeah, I forgot this message here. Yeah, there's something that's kind of put a halt to your happy mood. One more, please. Oops. Justice, the sun, the sun. Seven of Pentacles, too. Four of Swords. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Yes. Justice, too. Justice, too. Okay. All of these cards. Wow, it's rare when I get a. I just asked for one card and I got this huge burst of cards. All right, guys. Spirit has a lot to say here. First of all, the sun. This is don't let yourself stop believing in your dream. This is Page of Cups isn't reversed, is it? It's not reversed. Okay. Both of these are somewhat saying the same thing. Don't chin up, pretty much is what the sun is saying. You are moving towards something good. Page of Cups is keep your eye on the ball. This is hold on to your heart's desire. Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity for material wealth coming towards you. Here's the Four of Swords is the stillness. We're going to get to that in a moment. Seven of Pentacles goes very well over here with the Eight of Pentacles, where this is impatience. Like come on, when is this going to happen already? And Eight of Pentacles is more of the attitude that you need to have now. Like whistle while you work came to mind. You know, work towards your goal and enjoy it, be happy. Try not to be focusing on the expectations so much. Four of Swords is about the stillness card over here. We won't forget about this one here, the stillness. And the patience, right? This is about you not liking what you're going through right now, the setbacks you're going through, but trudging on anyway and, straightening up your back and smiling anyway. Because you know that this is going to pass and you've got something, you're moving towards something better. Justice is about the universe always having your back. If you're good intentioned, of course, which you are, right? And any setbacks that may come your way serves as um some kind of karmic lesson, something that you can learn from moving forward. And anyone that you feel has wronged you, not to worry about it, that you can move right past them because you're moving on to bigger, better things while they have to deal with their karma. If that's you, that's not all of you. But for the rest of you who haven't been wronged, it's just like your 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 blessings will come to you because you deserve these blessings. Do we need any other cards? Backup cards? No, that's the message. Okay, guys? So I think all you really needed was reassurance. This is going to pass, guys. Don't worry about it. It's pretty much what Spirit is saying. And, good things are coming very, very soon. Okay? Looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. I answer every single one because I love engaging with you guys. Um, I do monthly readings for your zodiac signs. So everyone knows what their birth sign is, their sun sign, but you could also listen to your moon, rising, and north node signs. And you can find out what those signs are. If you don't know what they are already, you can go to, uh, you can Google them, like calculate my north node or whatever, and put in your um, birth date and time of birth, and it will calculate it for you. Okay. There are several websites that'll do it for you for free. Okay. Then you're going to come back to this page and listen to the corresponding videos because there are messages for you there. Okay. So many blessings in your endeavors. Okay. Love, light, and many blessings. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile number 3, Herkimer Diamond, we have flexibility and we have let go. Okay, let's see what Tarot has to tell us. Ten of Wands. Wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have a Four of Pentacles come up. Because that's you know what, whether it comes up or not, that's Four of Pentacles is what's in my mind right now. There's like an over controlling energy here, which is why we have flexibility. And Ten of Wands, too, is just like you're making things unnecessarily difficult. That's not to say that you're not going through real difficulty, but High Priestess, next card. Any of the other cards on the bottom? No, just High Priestess. Okay. Oops. Um, it's just that it's kind of like things are difficult enough as it is without you trying to control everything. That's just, it's not helping. Um, Choose your battles just came to mind. The Star. Fantastic. Okay. So if you were at all worried about how life is progressing in the near future, Spirit is saying you're on the right track. Things are going well. They have the potential to do well. Strong potential. It's in the center of your reading. So, what else we got, Spirit? What What did I say about the Four of Pentacles? I told you. What else do we have? Anything under this? No. Just the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, man. As soon as that came out, I was like, Four of Pentacles. Hmm. Okay. I'm feeling like you have more than one card here. This card too? All three? Yeah, I thought so. This one up here. Queen of Pentacles. Very nice. Is this our last card? It's a bonus card here. Emperor. And this, okay. Okay. Listen, you're not always going to see eye to eye with people. There's somewhere where you're clearly trying to get here, something you're trying to accomplish. And there are people along the way that have their own agendas that are clashing with yours that, you're like, oh, for Christ's sake, why do these people always have to, start something? Can't they just leave me alone and focus on what I'm doing? And, like annoyed. I feel really annoyed. But you have to remember that not everyone sees things the way you do, not, and I know you know that, but they're not necessarily thinking the same things that you're thinking and see your vision and are on your path. They're on their own path and they have their own things that they're focused on. And not everyone is on your same vibration either, right? So the things that you feel are perfectly logical and like a 5-year old can understand, these people are not getting it. And it took me a very long time to understand this because I witness this almost every day. When I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Why don't they understand like the simple thing that I just said? Because you're not on the same vibration. It's really that simple. You can say something as simple as like, I don't know, good morning. And you can have a person yell at you for being obnoxious or whatever, and you're like, what? I just said good morning. What's the problem? Like, like that kind of thing where you're like, I don't understand how this person doesn't understand me. Um, you have to remind yourself of that because if you're always fighting with this person, it number one drains you of your energy, takes your focus and your energy away from this potential that you have here that you're working towards. Right? So don't let them do that. If they're, being asses, let them be asses, but in their own corner over there. You don't have to necessarily, tell them what they did wrong or what's for or anything. Like ignore them when you can, and I said in the very beginning that came to mind, choose your battles. There are some things you can't ignore, some things you have to address. They affect you, you have to do something about it. I get it. But be careful in how you approach it. Adjust your level of annoyance before you address it. Take a deep breath because if you approach it on a low vibration, you're going to get a low vibrational situation. I hope I'm making sense. So you're going to try and approach it as elevated as you possibly can. And I feel some of you like, well, if they're not in the same vibration, then how's that going to work? I get it. But if you approach them with patience and forgiveness and love as much as you can muster, you'll have a better outcome. Maybe not the perfect outcome, but certainly an outcome that's better than, a knockdown, drag out fight. Because all of that energy compounds, you know. You have a fight with someone one day and then the next day there's something new and they resent you and they start another fight with you, you know, and it just kind of snowballs. So it's like stop the bleeding now and just, you know, if they want to feel like they're right, let them feel like they're right. It's fine. You got better things to do, right? Look at the star and the sun here. This is you, the emperor and the queen of pentacles. These are people who do not allow themselves to be bothered by peasants. You know, I don't want to call people names, but you know, like people who are beneath them. Um, they they have their confidence, their convictions, their experience, their intellect, all of that. They have their potential all in place and they're confident in their positions. They don't allow people to knock them off their thrones. Mm-hmm. Sure. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands goes over here with Ten of Wands. This is sick and tired, fed up with the BS. High Priestess again. Look at that. Listen, if you just stop and check in with spirit, and you know what? Even bring up the grievance with spirit. Like this person is getting on my last damn nerve and blah blah blah. And you know, tell them like you're telling a person right in front of you, standing right in front of you. Take all the grievances out and put them out on the table with spirit. You're gonna see how things are the problem's gonna shrink right there on the table. Like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. Whatever. Okay, Spirit's going to help you steer through this so that you can have the best outcome. Both of these. And all of a sudden I'm like hot. I'm getting heated. Yeah, there's anger here. Yeah, right. And okay. So Six of Pentacles is the be generous card in my book anyway. Be generous. And it doesn't, it almost never means be generous with money, although this is the depiction here. It's be generous with your patience and your forgiveness, your you're just conceding to them too. You know, oh, you want to be right? Okay, you know what? You're right. Whatever. I'll let you have this argument. Yeah, you know, this is you being the bigger person. Knight of Swords reversed, not reversed. No. Okay. Upright Knight of Swords is this in this context. This is being the smarter person. You know you're smarter than them. You know that you're at a higher spiritual level than this person. You know they're small minded. Just don't stoop to their level. That's pretty much the message. So you can get on with what's important, and that's your potential, what you're working towards. Huge blessings coming to you. Mm. Excuse me. Thinking, speaking about the huge blessings, that's another thing. You have these huge blessings coming to you. You don't want to let this person drag you down into a fight that's going to make you accrue any bad karma either. You know how when anger can turn into rage and make you do things that you regret, say things that you will regret, that kind of thing. You don't want to derail yourself on the way to blessings. Okay? So, looking forward to hearing from you guys in the comment section. I answer every single comment because I love engaging with you guys. It's fun for me. And it warms my heart. Um, Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, and it's been really weird and slow lately. So everything single sub is very much appreciated. Um, and don't forget that I do monthly readings. So you can choose your sun sign and watch those, but you can also do your corresponding North Node, rising, and moon signs. And if you don't know what those are, you can look them up. You can Google calculate my North Node or whatever. It'll take you to a website that does it for free. You can even put in free calculation of my North Node, moon, or whatever. And there are plenty of websites that'll do it for you for free. You come back here and listen to the corresponding signs, and there will be messages there for you. Okay? I will speak to you guys soon. Love, light, and many blessings.